Y'all are taking a ride with the boy BZAR today. We're going to hang out with my gang homie, my blurred forefront brother, Mr. Ink by Peanut. I just called him. He said he was doing an icy tattoo. So I was like, fuck it. We about to go see what the fuck's going on. Go.
Life is bizarre.
Really make today like a real vlog, just kind of day in the life of BZAR. If y'all are watching this video right now, today's date is Friday the 5th. Yeah, Friday the 5th. Y'all are gonna see a lot more videos popping up on my YouTube channel, all kinds of stuff, from vlogs like today's vlog to just anything. So that way, if something happens to me, if I die, there's video evidence of who I am as a person before they try to go out there and discredit who I am. More and more in this day and age, that without video evidence, without consistent evidence of who you are as a person out there in the public world, the world will fucking paint you as whatever demon they need in order to push their status quo. So we on our way right now to go hang out with the one and only Ink by Peanut. Now this man is a motherfucking icon in the making. I can guarantee y'all that, promise y'all that. Peanut is a consistent inspiration to me. The stuff I've seen him do with a pen and ink, it worries me. It worries me because of how good it is. To hang out with for a couple of hours. We're just gonna sit down, chill, talk. I don't know how long today's vlog is gonna be, TBH. I just know I'm gonna do it, and from there we just gonna get it done. I can't tell you more or less than that. What's up, gang? How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? What y'all been up to?
Those shoes I sent you.
I'm trying to get my money up right now before I can. Shoot. Cause I'm not trying to, I told you I'm going Crush Velvet all summer, so.
Crush Velvet?
I told you this in March, bro. Y'all about to see me with Crush Velvet shorts, Crush Velvet hoodies. It's about to just be a Crush Velvet summer.
He's like, nigga.
Who am I? You think this is you knew I was serious. I don't know why you playing.
Like just be
Ooh, boy, that Samurai Champloo is gonna be nice. Bro, I'm waiting for Peanut to get some time. For real?
Yeah, right here.
Yo, I'm deadly envious right now. I'm still trying to meet a lot of my favorite voice actors for something bad happened to them.
I want to see a photography anime.
Man, I want to see a videography or photography anime ASAP.
Anime based in the gym. We got.
There's so many dope animes that are just about nothing.
Dude, we need a barbershop anime. Like,
They wouldn't be ready for a barbershop anime. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's like saying that they'd be ready for a Peanut anime. They wouldn't. They'd be like a black tattoo artist making anime tattoos.
Dude, that'd be dope. I would love to see that.
Who wouldn't watch that? Who wouldn't watch that? Like, first of all, you put any Dallas City to anime pen work, that hoe's gonna be icy. Then on top of that, you give it a realistic base.
Yeah.
I would love to see.
Have someone like you basically have them come in and vlog it, and they have like that's what I want to see.
I would love to see a Sauce Walker anime though. Of anything, because he's so deep in it.
Anime?
Yes, bruh. Imagine a go from the bottom anime about a rapper in America that started from nothing and like builds his whole career out. Mugen's not black, but he'd definitely get a cookout invitation.
He has literally nigga tendencies.
Yeah, like he's not black, but he's definitely getting invited to the cookout. Yeah, he's definitely getting invited to the cookout. Like Ruth, you can just go sit over there, bro. Get yourself some ribs, some chicken.
Weed that y'all never heard of. Like,
he probably smoking one of them Asian pipes too, them long stout motherfuckers just chilling. Be like, this, oh yeah, it used to be my opium pipe, but then I came to America. I said, y'all smoke bud, heavy bud. So I switched it up. Kind of adapted over. Nah, I can't. Honestly, most animes don't really look like it. You pull up and that'd be what he's doing.
Yeah.
I just want an anime about a drug dealer. There's a drug dealer's 9 to 5 grind.
How would Japan incorporate that though?
I don't know, because it can't be made in Japan. Weed's legal there, so it has to be made here and then sold to Japan on the underground, where they can just piss off. Because the Japanese government will shut that shit down. They don't play about that. anime and Marvel comics go hand in hand, but nobody wants to put that to pen.
I
Like,
don't know why. It's not bad at all.
it's not bad at all. I think my favorite female character in all of anime is probably Lieutenant or General Armstrong. Her or Esdeath?
Yeah, I thought it was
Because Esdeath is fucking
I
terrifying.
love Esdeath.
She's terrifying.
So Peanut, we've been watching the process low-key all day of you tatting. Where do you feel like you are in the tattoo process, like at this point, time mark wise?
Not the most time-consuming part, but the most rigorous.
Okay. Well, can you kind of describe to the people what's going on? Because I mean, I can always cut in B-roll, but they like to probably hear it from you first.
Just right now, I'm just adding in all of the major shade work, all of the tones, all of the saturation. I'm working as I'm saturating, so I'm hitting the area, letting it get dark, and then going over with my light tones, and then letting those get dark again.
Okay. Okay. Now, I never get a chance to actually get your name.
It's Mugen.
It's just Mugen, which is what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, this is Mugen. She has come all the way from California to get tatted by Ink by Peanut tonight. So, I know that I personally am wondering, like, so you came from Cali to here. How did you hear about Peanut to start off this journey?
I saw it on Twitter. I saw it on a girl's another cosplayer story, and I'm like, okay. So I followed him, and then I was looking through his shit. I'm like, oh, he go hard. So I was just like liking all of his stuff, and I immediately was like, I want this dude to do my Champloo sleeve.
Okay. All right, now you were saying that you saw his work on Twitter, and that kind of made you want to follow
Twitter
him.
and then Instagram.
And then that kind of just took off from there?
Yeah, and
okay.
him and I bonded.
Okay, and I remember that. I mean, before we actually started recording like the vlog, before we started recording the vlog, you guys were telling me about how y'all played Mortal Kombat together, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you have that ability to really like be friends with your tattoo artist, it makes it easier to get tattoos and sit through sessions like this?
100%, because you always want to bond with your tattoo artist, or with any tattoo artist, really. Like anything in common.
Is it? Do you? So I've seen that you have had tattoos before. Do you feel like in those cases where you don't get that bond with the tattoo artist, it makes it harder to do business with them, like in the future?
Definitely.
Okay, so
always. It's just like trying to have a bond with your manager at work, basically. It's just like that. Okay. Or with your coworkers.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. That's a really good point. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
But because I see you're trusting them to have your back in this situation. So if you don't even feel like you can talk to them, how can you expect them to do their job?
Exactly.
Like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I never really thought about it like that. But that's a really great way to think about it, as like a customer looking at someone that they want to do business with.
Exactly.
If I can't feel like I can just sit down and have a conversation with you, why would I want to give you money to do a job?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, your tattoo is Samurai Champloo. We can see that in the background. What made you really love that show?
Honestly, because I connect with Mugen in so many ways, but I'm like the opposite of him. So like I connect with him, but it's just like the things that he's gone through, it's like an opposite for me. But like same thing with Fu, like and Jean, like they've all have like their certain past and things that they just could not they just couldn't exactly deal with, and then like there's things that I couldn't exactly fully deal with or like fully cope with, but like it is what it is. But with them, it's like I can relate to them in different ways, but just like in the opposite.
Do you feel like Samurai Champloo really had a deep impact on you as like not only just as a fan, but just as someone who's watched the show for so long?
It did, because I almost lost my life a couple years ago. I was assaulted mugged, coming home from a photo shoot from another town. I didn't get any sleep. I was really tired, and Mugen has cheated death way too many times in Samurai Champloo. He's nearly drowned from Mukuro betraying him. I nearly lost my life by being mugged, assaulted, and I walk away with like a slight concussion. So, yeah, it impacted me personally, and then I lost a friend to drugs, and that hurt me. Just like Fu, she lost Shunsuke, even though they didn't know each other. I think she started having feelings for him.
So, and this is just me speculating, but do you feel like anime helps you heal when events like that kind of...
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I really feel like it does help you heal. Like, I feel like anime has helped a lot of people heal. Just like watching a Toonami lineup, or just like Toonami in general, helped a lot of people. And Steve Lim, one of my favorite voice actors, he's talked about this. He's talked about his stories of like, when he meets fans, they tell him like, oh, how Toonami has like helped them bond with their kids, or helped them overcome like a very dark stuff in their past, like a lot. So it's like the stuff that I hear about voice actors and all that stuff, it makes sense. So yeah, oh definitely you can dawn from anime.
I definitely have to agree with that, just because in my experience, I think, for me personally, I think the anime that really saved my life, like really saved my life, was Afro Samurai and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So you have Samurai Champloo down to the numbers.
Basically.
I'm just gonna throw like some random questions out there. We're just gonna see if you know the answers to them.
Okay.
What is the name of the first episode of Samurai Champloo?
I believe it's Tempting Temperaments.
Alright, and we're gonna look it up later to see if that's right. What's the name of the last episode?
Shit, hold on. Lullabies of the Lost, I believe. All three, 1 through 3, Lullabies of the Lost.
I'm really actually pretty sure you're right on that one for sure.
Plus all three, all last parts are Lullaby of the Lost.
If you were to have one moment from Samurai Champloo that really stood out more than anything else to you, that made it become your favorite show, what would you think that moment was?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Like episode-wise?
Episode-wise or scene-wise. So there's like a specific scene that was really made you a fan of the show from that point forward. Or really like solidify like, this is my motherfucking show. I'm in it from this point on.
I think it was maybe I want to say it was it wasn't Miscreants, but I don't know, but I want to say Bogus Booty, episode 15 probably stood out because I really like the Red Light District and it was just fun. I mean, all the art is the same except for on episode 22, which was the zombie episode. Forgot the name, but that one was weird. And then the one where Mugen has to deliver the head so they can get past the Hakone checkpoint.
Yeah.
That's Beatbox Bandits. I remember that episode. And when Mugen got super high and he just changes into a whole different person, I wasn't expecting that art style. That was different. Very different. So yeah, probably those ones.
Okay. Now, Peanut, when it comes to doing tattoos for people, what are some of the things that you kind of think about whenever you're really planning out the starting of a tattoo like this?
I don't even plan it. I never draw a tattoo up for somebody in advance because I ain't never met them. I can't give you something personal and I don't know you personally.
Right now, he's doing a Samurai Champloo tattoo for somebody who actually is a huge fan of the show. But there's all these additional little elements that he added into the tattoo that are different from the original maybe concept work that he got the initial idea from. So how do you get into that process of adding those additional elements to really bring out your work?
That just comes with culture, bro. I mean, I done actually been to Japan. I done actually seen the sakura trees. I done actually seen the cherry blossoms. I done actually seen the rising sun over Mount Fuji. So it just comes into the part of just being culture. You can't, only certain work like this just come from fans, and I reiterate that most importantly. Don't just give people your money that's talented. You gotta think of a fan your money if you want that fan look. Something that's gonna be heart-wrenching when you look at it like, oh.
I think that's the biggest thing about Ink by Peanut tattoos that stands out away from everybody else's tattoos, is that every single time you see a tattoo from this shop, it constantly has that fan service.
Hey, where you get that sandwich from? I would love. Woo.
Anything else? Shine as you are.
I want some Powerades because I be drinking one and them hoes just be going so fast. Hell no. Do I look like a Christian?
No, because the Dragon Fruit one's hella bomb.
Whoa, there's a big ass beef! A big ass beef!
12-ounce Sprite.
Did it die? Did you just...
Hey, this is why we don't stop recording.
Whoa! Where the fuck did that big ass thing
It went behind
go?
the trash. It went behind the trash can. It fell.
Yo, I can run back the footage if you need me to.
You got
Hell yeah, I got that shit. I'll never stop recording that.
Bro,
Absolutely, I got that shit.
Bro,
It went behind the trash.
Watching
Where did
Dino
it
try to kill
go?
this
I saw it go
goddamn bee.
behind the trash and like slide down. I think you killed it with your machine. I don't know. Because he went like.
It looked like whichever dragon got shot in Game of Thrones by the boat looked just like
Oh,
that.
somewhere there. He's got to die there.
If he doesn't, he'll pop back up because he got all these lights on.
bees love vibrations.
And honey.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're attracted to the vocal cords.
Bees don't actually flap their wings to fly. They beat their wings at such a high megahertz that they literally use acoustic sound levitation to float themselves. Nikola Tesla got a beetle shell. It was it's some type of old beetle, like they won't release the name of it. But the shells, when you run the electric current through them, they beat just like bee wings, and he lined like the bottom of a plank with a metal rod with like 300 of these beetle shells and ran the electric current through it, and he was hovering 20 feet off of the ground.
Oh no, they'll never let you know about that technology.
Yeah.
Hell no. They said, oh, you can do what with what?
Well, that's how they built the pyramids, cause it like if we get in my car, or like you look at glass, it's solid, but if you hit glass with enough sound, it'll wave just like water will. So what happens is, if you don't know, all the grounds around every pyramid site on Earth, all of those stones are electromagnetic. All the ground around every pyramid on Earth is electromagnetic. It's ironized rock that you can actually run electric currents through. So what they saying is the pyramids was built from the top to the bottom, and the only way that could happen was they used acoustic sound levitation. They ran a positive ion charge through the ground and then hit it with a negative ion charge electromagnetic sound waves, so it basically creates, like if you see two magnets and you try to push them together, that negative field, it traps something on the inside of it and give it its own negative and positive electromagnetic poles. So then no matter the weight, you can move anything as long as it's between those two magnetic polarities. Being real, bro, I think they already destroyed our universe and just remade it and ran it right along another parallel universe line.
That makes more sense to me than other things.
It's too many things that I vividly remember being on point about my childhood that people think like don't exist or it didn't happen. And there's subtle things like misspelling the words, certain colors of characters, certain characteristics of those characters. But then you go back and then you're like, damn, the Monopoly man never had a monocle? Yeah. It's Bernstein Bears, not Bernstein Bears. There was never a movie with Sinbad in it.
What do you mean? What?
That movie, so apparently it wasn't like the actual, from what I was told, it wasn't like an actual movie.
What you mean? Hold up. Wait a minute.
There's no evidence of it.
There's no Sinbad movie.
There's no evidence of it, bro.
We're talking about the Sinbad movie about the black man with the white kid?
Yeah.
Who?
No visual evidence.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
I know, that's what I said. I was like, wait, I couldn't.
Is it a show?
No, bro.
A Disney movie? How does a movie?
It never existed.
It was
Three
just a
people
trailer.
sit here. No way. I saw the whole movie.
It never existed.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, it blows my mind too.
Whenever God, energy, whatever you want to call it, decided to make itself, it had to make such a broad spectrum of everything in every aspect of itself. Human, species, alien, bug. Like, it makes sense. Like, elements will be like the first source trace of energy, consciousness, and awareness, because water is alive. If you put water in a pool and just leave it there and don't move it, it'll physically die.
Yeah.
Like, it'll turn green and die. So water has intelligence. It has to stay moving.
Right.
So water is not only intelligent, it's alive. And then I could be like, oh, okay, well, bugs, let's have a consciousness of one's aware self. That's one upgrade from elements, actual moving physical elements that revert back to the growth and the manifestation of mankind's consciousness within itself, because bugs, animals, everything doesn't do all that shit for them. They actually do it for us. Like bees pollinate plants for us, animals, squirrels plant trees for us. Then it's like Then you got animals, and animals is the first biological sign of consciousness, being aware in some state of its own self. And if you don't believe me, remember we had an actual gorilla named Coco that knew sign language and knew it was a gorilla, like knew you were a person and I'm a gorilla. So okay, and then it's like, okay, humans, and then everybody has to be so different from each other. There's probably a person exactly like me, but the only difference is they're probably not allergic to shellfish like I am. But in every physical aspect, we probably look alike, sound alike, talk alike, think alike, everything alike, except he's not allergic to shellfish and then I am. And that's every small detail of that in human, plus small genetic features. That's what makes the human species so diverse in itself. I guarantee you, if you line everybody up on the planet Earth, starting from the darkest to the lightest, everybody has somebody that looks exactly like them, at least 10 times left and then 10 times right.
Man, that sounds like lazy creation if you really want to ask me. On some sim shit.
It's not so much as lazy creation, but you got to think that God isn't in the universe, it's outside the universe, so it had to make the universe to make itself. Right. So it's not so much as lazy creation, everything is a mathematical equation that's constantly
and
repeating
eventually
itself.
Everything's going to... Oh, that makes more sense. Because you only have a set amount of DNA things that you start off with, so no matter what, they have to come back.
I got the base on that is the same reason why Nikola Tesla figured out that all numbers interjectly always revert back to 3, 6, and 9. If you add all the multiples of 9 and you add them up like literally to each other, they'll always equal 9. And then if you divide them down, they'll always equal a dividend of 3, 6.
No, he never noticed that. I was like, he noticed her. He's like, yeah, well, Jen has this bracelet. And not a lot of people notice it.
No, that's a really subtle thing. This is really subtle. I would have never peeped that. But that's what makes you a real fan.
Yeah, Mugen's eyebrow is really on the right side to make it look like it's on the left.
Is that why you cut your eyebrows exactly like it? Oh, that's smart.
There's a camera on you, but after that whole process, after the pain, after everything, how do you feel about this tattoo you're seeing in this mirror?
It's beautiful.
Is it everything that you once said I wanted?
No.
Can we see it real quick? Is that okay? Yo, y'all, this girl is a true trooper. She sat through the entire process. Was really like dying at the end, but y'all can see these tears. These tears aren't fake. You can't fake that. That's real. That's real joy and happiness right there.
I'm so happy.
You should be. I think that piece is really something unique, original, and although I know she's gonna be the main one to say this, fuck these sunflowers, but look at the quality and the how much they add to this picture. They were a bitch to do, but look at the happiness of the client, though, you know? You can't put a price tag on that.
Wanna know how I got these scars?
If you test me, you will fail.
Thanks, guys, for stopping by the channel. I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for taking any time out of your day. I am BZAR, and I am a wedding DJ and a content creator. Oh, hey, didn't know you guys were here. Kidding. I knew you guys were here. I invited you. Remember when I opened the door on my YouTube channel? I was like, hey, come on in.
Spartans! What is your profession?
My aim is only to move forward.
You cannot escape your destiny. Would you like to know more?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?